Welcome to my room. Here's my poster of the Osmonds, and over here is my belly button link collection.
I've been putting this video off for so long, we have to watch it. Skippy, God bless Skippy the Virgin. Still a virgin, by the way. It still doesn't masturbate.
That's pretty impressive.
The guy doesn't. Man, we should have got him on a call to watch this, but so it is. So life is. He went to Sundance Film Festival, and he got a bunch of celebrities. You know, he's like obsessed with celebrities, and this is his thing: is he goes to Sundance and just stalks them. It's awesome, and he got a bunch of them to give a shout out to our show. So, without further ado, I give you Skippy harassing celebrities for 7 minutes straight for our show, to promote our show. So, from Always Sunny, Caitlin Olsen.
Where they have 6 million subscribers. Would you say, hi, this is Caitlin, and subscribe to the H3 podcast?
H3?
Yeah.
Hi, guys, it's Caitlin Olsen. You might want to check out the H3 podcast.
Woohoo!
Let's do it also.
Hey, this is David Arquette. You're watching
David
the
Arquette.
H3 podcast. What's up, H3 podcast?
Thanks, James. My name is Skippy. And then, have you heard of the H3 podcast? They've got 6 million subscribers.
No.
Would you say that top part right there?
This video makes me feel very
Hi, this is
unknown.
Winston Du. Sorry.
This makes me feel very not.
Puts it all in perspective.
Yeah.
Here
Hey, you've heard of the H3 podcast? No.
Lovely to be on the show.
H3 podcast.
Bless.
Oh, by the way, Skippy's such a legend. He did a whole printout of things he wanted them to say, and he laminated it. And so he gives them this like menu, what looks like a diner menu, of talking points.
That was so kind of you, man. Thank you as publicist and people. Sorry about that. And Aubrey,
Audrey
I've
Plaza.
actually seen you play basketball. I was watching my friend's No New Friends, and so I watched you with the Pistol Shrimps.
Good small talk, Skippy.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you guys.
so.
We met a couple
Andy
times.
Sam
Can I get you to say
Sandberg.
hi to my friend? Can you come there? Sorry. Hey, Andy, can you just? Andy, can you go
I love
right
this.
there?
This is the best.
Right there.
This is the best video we've ever watched.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I just love watching him try to get in there.
Sorry.
Look, you see the
I'm
laminated
right
photo?
here. Sorry.
It's awesome.
Sorry, guys. You want to say hi to my friends on the H3 podcast?
No, sorry.
No, I love
you.
that I love that we get to see people say no. Will Ferrell, this is a big shot. Let's see how he responds.
I will.
That's it. Walk by.
You say hi to my friends at H3. They're a podcast with 6 million subscribers.
What is it about? No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Take a picture.
Perfect.
I
Thanks.
don't know
No
who that
worries.
is. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. See ya.
Smart. It's smart.
This was delivered to me this morning between 9 and 10 a.m. Again, October 29th, 2020, which is today. You know what's also today? My birthday.
So Skippy's been having a real shit time, and he's been having trouble with work and stuff. I mean, I've just been like, damn, he's such a good guy. He's such a sweetheart. And I always really liked Skippy. The last time we talked with him was when Kyle the Virgin.
Oh my God, that feels so long ago now.
Kyle the Virgin crossed the line with Skippy, and we haven't spoke to either of them since.
No, that's not true.
Well, we've had a few little things with.
Oh yeah, no, that's not true at all. He did the whole damn. He went to Cannes
Sundance
for us.
No,
Yeah.
Sundance.
Cannes, Sundance. Who cares? What's the difference? Skippy. Skippy.
No
An
sound.
audio.
We can hear
I
you.
can hear you now.
Try to stay still because you're coming in choppy. Skippy.
All right, what do I need to do?
Skippy, we've done it all.
Hi.
First of all, it's great to see you. It's great to hear from you. How are you?
Yeah.
I mean, where are you right now? I understand you got evicted on your birthday. Have you moved already or not yet?
No, I got the eviction notice. So I've got 30 days, and the notice said, which I read in that video, said that they have to give me at least 15 days notice, but because I had paid up through the end of November, then it's November 30th that I have to be out by. So yeah.
Why are they
so yeah, I'm
evicting you,
just here in the
Skippy?
apartment. Okay. It's a long enough story that you know how you guys went through your legal thing, right?
Yes.
I have the inclination that to feel or to show that I didn't do anything wrong, that I might have to go that way. And so I am cautious how much to talk about it, just based upon like, I wouldn't want someone to later say like, oh, you're just doing this for this reason or this reason.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
What are they accusing you of?
That's the thing. I asked the landlord that too in that video that I showed you, and her response was essentially that there doesn't have to be anything. I signed a lease agreement saying that that either one of us for either reason can leave it, and so I just. The very short version, and I hope that this says everything without me ruining anything potentially for myself, is that I had a conflict with a roommate and have not felt safe here in the apartment, but it's just because of that one person. There's like 6 rooms here, right? And the idea that both when I spoke to the property manager and to the police about it, because like, that's the thing. A couple of friends said, like, if you literally feel unsafe, maybe you should also talk to the police. And so I did. And we've all heard that, like, unless you get punched, there's nothing that they can do, kind of thing. And it was one of those things of just me not feeling safe isn't the same as the roommate
Skippy,
like having said, I'll beat the crap out of you. So
if there's somebody there who makes you feel unsafe, maybe it's a good thing that you're leaving, eh?
Well, yeah, and if I was in a financial place where I could afford to up and move out, I would have up and moved out.
Right.
But when and this is where, like, even when talking about it, you almost get embarrassed to talk about it because of the idea of like, hey, I'm the one that got myself into this position in my life, kind of thing. It's no one else's fault but me. But I'm also in a position where because of really poor life choices and financial things, and then and emotional, and some things that are very much in your control, and then some things that are out of your control, or some things that even though you may have gotten the ball rolling on with some bad decisions, when life catches up to you, that doesn't mean that that it's any better now just because I screwed myself over by not handling things emotionally the right way. So I've got horrible credit, right? Yeah. And one of the things that drew me to living here is that it's a month-to-month rent. And so that gets me around the like having to have great credit with another place where it's like, hey, if you've got the down payment and you got the rent, right, then they don't do the credit check.
Skippy,
so that's how I was able to get in.
Didn't you used to live with your mom? Was there a reason you moved out?
Yeah. Well, okay. And then here's another, like, I haven't made this video, and I'll say it this way, and then you guys tell me what you would do. In fact, I wrote a list of questions that I wanted to ask you guys about, too, just like some advice that you would give me. With regards to my mom, I haven't told people about it because my mom's health has changed, right? And so instead of making videos talking about it because I want to respect her, what she's going through, it's because of mental health reasons that she was not able to like continue to pay bills, right? And when that happened, she had to move out into an assisted living center, right?
Wow.
And none of this you want to like talk with people about.
I'm sorry to hear
then
that.
the person that
That's
helped
tough.
her, yeah. And so like they gave me some money, like her and her financial person gave me like $1,000 to get going, to help me on my way. But I was also experiencing like so much emotional stuff, like almost to the point where I became apoplectic about it, of like, wait, I have to move out of my house in less than 2 months. And at the time I was going through I'd gotten addicted to opiates.
Wow.
And
Skippy, my goodness.
yeah. And then right before my 40th birthday, I became suicidal, right? And so like 6 months or 5 months later, when this was happening and I was getting shown the door, even though they gave me $1,000, my reaction was like, okay, but $1,000 without a for sure, or without a job, without a place to live, with a car that is crappy.
Nothing.
What do you do with that? And so so my dad, who himself needs assistance because his body's broken down, and he uses like a walker to get around, even though he's mentally great. And even as I'm talking with you about this, part of me goes, "Oh wow, how much of this stuff do you want to share?" But
I'm interested.
I also feel,
but I understand your restraint for sure.
Well, and one of my questions that I had written down for you guys is essentially, what things do you guys find on the podcast and on the channel that you feel uncomfortable talking about, right? I mean, like one of the last times I was on, there was the cougar hunter guy.
Yeah, that would cross the line a little bit.
Yeah,
but the short
after that,
short answer is really that the more the better. I think the more you open up. I'm not telling you I'm not telling you what's best for you. I'm just saying in general, if you want to interact with your audience and for people to be invested. And I think people just appreciate honesty and openness. The thing is that people have been seeing that you've been going through stuff, but a lot of guesswork. Like we've been getting a lot of emails and messages of people who are like worried about you. And it sounds like you've been going through a really rough time, man. And I'm really, really sorry to hear that.
It was difficult because I was at the point where I go, okay, we're all experiencing COVID, right? That's nothing unique to me or whatever. And when you're going through your kind of ups and downs, having a point where you wake up and it's tough to go in to work because of like anxiety related things, or depression, which we all have, but then to make a channel or try to build a YouTube channel of it, I then just was at the point where, let's wait until after the election, and this is one of the questions that I have for you guys too, is the idea of how do you guys address politics with it? Because for me, one of the things as I was going through it is that like some of the people I would turn to the most, I have been butting heads with politically. And so I would ask you guys, how do you deal with politics? Is it worth it to you to alienate 40% of your audience by being open about what you think about politics? Or are you just like, hey, I'm not going to go there at all? And my kind of decision was between the stress and the not wanting to turn my channel into
I think that's a very less important thing for you, right? Most importantly is like, if you're going through so much of this stuff, and you mentioned that you were at one point suicidal, and I hope you're not anymore, and I hope you're feeling better.
No, I'm away from it. But you also know that as
you had an opiate addiction. My question is, are you ready to lose your virginity?
That has the great thing about COVID and I mean this in all sincerity. This would be the topic of one of like the first videos getting back. Is I have loved the stress-free things that have come from the COVID of staying away from people. I mean, like I got my face mask, you know.
Whoa. I feel
everyone,
like you dodged the question, Skippy.
No, I'm saying that
you're a man that's
being
you know.
a virgin. Oh yeah, but I can masturbate, you know, like so.
So wait, hold on. Okay, that's good. Because before you were saying you were not even allowed to masturbate. I remember you said that you're.
There's a difference between shouldn't and don't 100%.
Because I remember that your church leader or something would say you would have to confess if you ever jerked off and you were feeling guilty about it. Do you feel guilty when you masturbate?
Yes and no.
You
like anything else, you try and do things in moderation, right? Like if I was...
How many times do you beat off a day? Level with me.
A day? No, it's like twice a week, maybe.
Okay, that's pretty good.
In fact,
would you do it more? Would you do it more if you didn't feel guilty?
No. Because even during this time when I've been away from people, like the less that I think about sex, the better it's been for me. Because
what were you going to say? You come on that blanket, Skippy?
No, so I've got this covering the window here, right?
Yeah.
Because I had an experience for when it gets late and it's dark outside but light in here.
Yep, you don't know.
I had an experience where I wasn't sure if anyone outside could accidentally.
I know what you're saying. You don't want people seeing that. That's nobody's business.
On a night when I was like, "Oh crap!" There's a really good chance that they may have.
Hey, Skippy,
heard or seen because a friend.
Skippy, do you watch
roommate
porn?
Was throwing a party.
Do you watch porn when you beat off, or do you just use your imagination?
Porn. Like,
nice, dude. You're becoming a modern man.
Nice.
You should feel proud of that. You know, you've lost everything in life. The least you should get is to beat off whenever the fuck you want. Like, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? God will forgive you. Welcome to the show, Shoenice.
Welcome.
Wow. After 17 years and dog years, we're here, bro.
So Shu, tell me this. You know, I've been trying to get you in here for a while. You says that you cannot fly, so we've got you here via Skype. What's the deal with the flying?
Well, basically, just coming. Is that I'm coming back on you? Or are you good?
Go ahead.
No,
okay, because all right, I just didn't know if you were getting the echo I was getting.
You're getting an echo.
No, I'm fine, but I just bought these at 7-Eleven. Should I actually turn down my iPhone?
No, you're golden.
He gave me a $10 deal. He said, "You do nice. You do nice."
No, we're great.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
As long as it works on your end.
And the tape is great too, by the way.
Nice touch.
But why can't you fly?
It's just, all right, I crashed in a helicopter in Desert Storm. We flew home over the ocean coming home, and we dropped like 300 feet, whatever that is. And everybody's partying with the flight attendants. 10 minutes later, the flight attendants were like, and I was just like, I just can't fly, but a train takes me to California, but I don't take a return.
So what you're saying is that you have some kind of trauma with flying.
Yeah, I took 4 Xanax. I was banned from Southwest for a week going to Vegas. The lady's like, "This guy's a freak," because she handed me a vodka and ice, and I said, "Oh, man, you forgot the vodka." And she went up to the captain and said, "He's a threat." And they're like, "No, he isn't. We just gave him Xanax." So I fall asleep. I get up to go to the bathroom, and the captain comes on the thing, goes, "C231, please stay seated till we receive you with the authorities." Wow. So we land in Vegas, and the cops are like, "Okay, where is he?" And the captain's like, "This guy." What? And all the people coming off the plane are like, "It wasn't him. It was her." And they just started screaming all this shit at her and everything. See how I can swing my head with the gorilla tape?
Yeah, that's fantastic. You're a gorilla yourself.
Anymore, but I don't fly either,
so
but
what?
I'll go straight across.
What did they accuse you of on the airplane? Because that's a fascinating story that you kind of yada too quickly over.
Right. We got plenty of time on the Ethan podcast. So, anyways, Tosh.0 just hurried me. Oh my God. They showed me a big wheel, and I had to say, it used to be a kid on it. You're way better than Tosh.
Oh,
they gave me 300 subscribers the next day. I'm hoping 3,000.
Oh, 3 million, baby.
I'll throw in that during this whole
3
conversation.
million. But I want to know what happened.
All right, but anyway, so I get off the plane and the cops are there.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, he asked the captain, he's like, do you want him to be a permanent, what do you call when you're just
Flight risk.
No flight.
Yeah.
Flight risk, no flight
You're
anymore.
basically in the same category as ISIS.
And the captain looked at the lady and then, no, she's always a bitch. So I walked out of this Las Vegas airport with the Nevada cops watching me eat a roll of toilet paper on YouTube. And that's where I started just getting really popular.
But what did they accuse you of doing on the plane?
Good-looking dude and then
What did they think you did on the airplane to call the police?
Oh, I was annoying a lady, but I was telling jokes. I was doing stand-up comedy. I just turned around.
He was doing his alcohol stunts. They got worried.
Were you slamming bottles?
I'm going to apologize to Hila right now, but we'll get into that after we tell the whole YouTube story.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay, apology accepted.
Yeah, I believe you're apologizing if I'm correct for calling her an Israeli whore.
No, a whore from Israel. Big
Whore
difference.
from Israel.
Big
If she was
difference.
from Tennessee, it would have been a slut from Tennessee.
But
You can't say.
yeah.
I didn't even know what red pilled was. She
Right.
posted that on my Twitter. She said, "You better eat more toilet paper, Shoenice, with all that shit coming out of your
Right.
mouth."
Right.
And then you said, "Oh
Good
my
memory.
God, dude, you gotta
Good
settle
memory.
down." And I said, "Finally, some subscribers."
Is that why you do what you do,
But I
Shoenice?
already
Because
loved you guys 4 years before that.
right.
So you know.
Well,
it's a
thank
joke.
you. Is that why
we
you
did too, by the way. We were watching your videos like a long time ago.
Well, who hasn't? I mean, Shoenice.
Ethan
Yeah.
and Hila, when you posted that, I didn't even know who Filthy Frank was.
Mm.
I'm like, who's this dude hanging out with Ethan saying I can't? But you fed so many McDoubles. I had so many emails. We gave 30 McDoubles out to people. So that's your 4th most viewed video
That's
on
right.
your main channel.
yeah.
And I'm proud of it. You called me the moral center of YouTube.
That's right.
That's true.
I was just like, this guy. I remember you just, I ain't going to say nothing, Vape Nation, but we got to shut Vape Nation down. I'm just saying, we'll be a whole nother entity.
You're saying you want to
I'll talk to you
blaze?
after this. No, I don't want to vape.
Oh,
We're going to be
blaze.
the next jackass minus the ass, bro.
There's the jack. Oh, you want to get drunk?
Nah. Oh, that's a good one. All right, let's get back to the story. So you want me to just start when I was born?
Well, you said that you were just happy about the subscribers. So is that why you do what you do? Because at certain times,
I was in a blackout, drunken state. You guys blocked me on an email, but I was driving out to meet you in Joey's World Tour.
Yeah.
Just a fat dude with a tuna sub in his chin. And I'm just like, all right, Ethan just blocked me on email. I can understand that. I sent him 40 of them, made 5 videos saying, screw you guys. And then Joey's World Tour said his cousin died in San Diego. And I'm like, wait, hold on. The whole thing happened in 3 hours? You know,
so
there's
let me.
usually
Do you want to?
so
let's
at least you didn't say that.
Let's discuss this. You've held a grudge against us for a while because
That's all
hold on.
character, bro.
Well, hold on.
All right.
You've been upset. Let's say not a grudge. Let's tone it down. You think we fucked you over.
You said you wouldn't crush me. Stop it.
How many voices do you have going rattling around in your head?
I just got H3 toilet paper with it, guys.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to eat. What we did is we just help out the homeless on Thanksgiving. They don't want candy. Most of them have diabetes.
Yeah.
Either way, this goes out to
Probably out.
Ethan, Hila, and the
Yeah.
production
What is that? Before you
company.
drink it, show that to us. It says peppermint.
Peppermint.
It's
90 proof? Wow,
90
that's
proof.
serious.
You heard this crack of the seal. Like most people on YouTube, they fake it.
Well,
but
that's
I've been
not that
slamming
big.
liquor since 8th grade bus stop, bro. 8th grade bus stop. But I want to just say a quick cheers. I don't care what anybody says about me, Ethan and Hila. I just know you guys are a cool couple, relaxing. I don't look at your faces. I just listen to you. And a lot of people just listen to you. You're a good voice, just like me.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just like that.
Here's Mark Simpson having sex with the Terminator.
I don't think that's my vagina you're licking, Termy.
You're not Sarah Connor. Get to the chopper.
Now, Shu, why is it? How did you get into?
Sorry.
Go ahead and how is it that you said you started drinking when you're in 8th grade? How does that come to be? What kind of childhood leads to 8th grade slamming of alcohol?
Thank you. I came out of my mom's vagina in 1969, May 30th. The doctor looked at me in the half-eaten umbilical cord and said, "We got a special one here." I was born underneath my older brother, Jeff. He was the most corrupt one out of the 3 Shoey brothers. We didn't mean no harm, but we were just some crazy mofos. We were born to a young Irish lass, my mom, good people. My dad met her. He was an 18-year-old German. She was a 15-year-old Irish woman. Who knows what happens? Either way, we all came out and we all started growing up. I asked for a baby in a carriage, and my brother put gasoline on it and sent it down a hill in the neighbor's yard. He had just turned 5. I was 4, and my brother was 2. We took Sharpies and drew them all over aluminum house. We didn't mean to. We just were crazy. So
nice.
Sorry.
Have you ever told this story to a therapist?
Yeah, and they said, "Sorry, son, there's nothing we can do here." We'll get to that story, bro. So
Shu, I want to know.
You can cut it anytime you want.
Yeah, I mean, the story was a bit of a non-linear story of your childhood.
We'll bounce through it. We'll get better. Once I start eating glue in elementary school and I go to the special room, that'll be good.
So, when did you have your first drink of alcohol?
Hey, let's take off our hats together right now, Ethan. 3,
okay, sure.
2, 1.
Whoa, now that's the dome right there, my dude.
Hey, Schrader, DEA Albuquerque, you're all under arrest.
Now, Shu, tell me, when was the first time you had alcohol? At what age?
We always had the pictures of our dad letting us drink bottles of beer, 3, 4 years old. Every picture in our photo album, oh my God, every picture in our photo albums, the old ones where people had to put pictures in an album to enjoy memories, we will never hear that again. Unless you're on Pawn Stars, and that's all fake. You guys are real. So anyways, yeah, everybody.
3 to 4 years old. Was your father an alcoholic?
Ethan and Ela, my parents drank so much beer when we were kids, we had to use their old koozies for arm floaties at the public pool. My mom would cut the bottoms out. You laugh. They keep a grown man afloat. I'd have Lisa Beach on one arm, going fishing on the other. When I get to L.A., bro, this is just a little pot, but I'm going to get H3 underneath my Shoenice tattoo. That's real, Shoenice.
Now, Shu,
you gotta appreciate that, bro. I got a little B on this arm. You know who little B is, right?
Yeah, of course, the bass god. Now, Shu, tell me this: when you talk about your
real, is it even real?
When you talk about your childhood and the floaties and the public pool, do you look back on your childhood fondly, or are you glad that you're now an adult on your own?
There's never ever a time when I look back at my childhood. My father led his life by his dick. My mom was a drunk in a Chevy van. She'd go on cruises, and we were left home alone on a farm. We were kicked out of so many apartment buildings for shutting the power down when women were on oxygen tanks. We were on the front paper for starting a forest fire in a mountain. But I'm telling you right now, bro. What was the question? Yeah. That'd be weird. But either way, man, Ethan, can we continue on into the Army
hold on. No,
stories?
let's not move along because I'm fascinated by what's happened before the Army. What's driven you to that point? I mean, you just said a lot. For example, that you don't talk to your son.
I was born a raging drunk.
Why don't you?
I was born a raging drunk. I'm gonna tell you something right now. My mom was a raging drunk, and so was I. And you take this AAA meetings that was made up for DWI people. I gotta take 6 AA meetings before I go back to the court. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, dude, the 12 steps. I found a bottle of vodka on the 13th step and shared it with my mom. She used to have a gallon of vodka underneath the kitchen sink, and you couldn't even pour water back in and fake it. She says, if you want to drink, don't you pour water back in. So she said, mark it with a Sharpie. Mark it with a Sharpie.
So, Shu, you...
Sorry. Hey, Ethan and Ela.
Same hat,
Shoenice
same day.
again.
When was this posted?
I love you
November
guys.
11th.
It's the same day
Oh, no.
as the other video.
Wait, when is it uploaded?
Yeah, look, November 11th. It's
That's
from
yesterday.
Okay, there you have it.
Okay.
Wait, this says 11/9.
No, this is re-uploaded from this guy Shoenice deleted videos X. I think is either him or someone who
Who re-uploads all of his
re-uploads because he always
deleted
erases his videos.
Okay.
So here, okay, just enjoy this.
Okay.
Talk shit all the time. Ethan's a little pussy. Ela's a badass veteran like me. Happy Veterans Day, Ela.
Oh, yeah,
Even
that's
though
right.
you didn't
That's
fight for
just
the
yesterday,
USA,
right?
a veteran is a veteran. Ethan, Ela, the producer, or whatever your name is. Will you guys stop mentioning my name for views? Every time you mention my name, you get views and you know it. Stop it. Come to Denver and we'll chat. Put me on Skype and we'll chat. But until then, shut the fuck up and don't mention my name again, you fucking pussies. Scared you, Ethan. You are a bitch.
Chew, can you hear us?
Yeah, you guys always never tell me how to do anything. You know,
Chewy, I don't. Okay, we figured it out. Nice to see you, buddy.
Don't Ethan interrupting me. Will you just shut up for once in your life?
Okay, you're right. I apologize. Go ahead.
And we were friends way back when you smoked a joint in New York City, Vape Nation, dude.
Okay.
I drink, and I don't need to be on your show being sober, you little wannabe AA meeting. Hey,
You're not sober right now, are you, Shu?
Stop it, Ethan. It's over with. I said one thing about your wife, Ela, and it's over. It's over.
Oh yeah, he said she called her like an ugly bitch or something. I don't know.
Well, I called her a whore from Israel, dude.
Right,
You're
right. Get it. I didn't lie intentionally. That's actually worse than what I said.
You act like you're king of YouTube or something, dude. TikTok's getting shut down. YouTube's gonna double, dude, and it's gonna blow up, dude. Get a clue. You know what I mean?
I'm on YouTube, Shuey.
Trisha and the family now. You're all frenemies. Just listen, dude. I'm the man, dude. Keemstar offered me something like no other. You didn't even pay me $1 to be on your stream, and you said, "Oh, we never pay any guests." Somebody told me that was a lie.
Okay, dude. Wow, yeah. I don't recall ever making such an offer, but I'm glad Keemstar's giving you an opportunity. Shuey, can I ask you something? I've given you the floor here for a while. I remember why we stopped chatting. It was because you kept calling in drunk, and we didn't want to participate in that. Are you sober right now?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, we have the button.
Well, I appreciate that, Ethan, because I'm a 54, 55 in May combat vet. And I was thinking
Aw,
this is...
Shuey.
All right, Chewy. We gotta go.
Hold on. Let me talk to him.
All right.
He's already on.
Who are you gonna go cry to?
I'm not upset. I just wanted the best things for
You
you.
want me to be sober? You would never invite me to your studio, dude.
Yeah,
You're a
okay.
crybaby. Yeah, now I'm with Boogie and Keemstar, and we're gonna start a forecast like you've never seen, dude.
I
We're
never
gonna
did.
sit there and cry about everybody else. I never
Shuey,
met a
you
man
said-
with millions of dollars worrying about what other people do, bro.
Shuey, can I ask you a question? You had mentioned you have a year to live. Is that real? What does that mean? Are you just saying? Is that one of the things you just
I
said?
took a tumor on my spinal cord, but we'll figure it out, bro.
Is there? I'm sorry to hear that.
Nah, we'll get it going, dude. I think marijuana and THC patches are going to save me. I talked to a lady at
I would definitely talk to a doctor about that.
CBD.
Yeah.
CBD cream.
It
CBD.
saves everybody, dude. And it's not, dude. It's just bulging discs. They called me for... Go ahead.
Shuey, it's nice to. I really hope that that you recover from that. You're in my thoughts. I love.
We go way back from Big Nation.
You sure do.
Can
You weren't in that.
how many
Okay.
people- Can you tell me how many people are watching us right now?
40,000.
40,000.
And can you tell me how many people are running up in here just so happy to see Shoenice?
There, everybody. Well, I'm gonna reach out to you, Shuey. I'll reach out to you privately and we can discuss.
Toilet paper in your
Because I'm worried that you're drunk and that you're having health issues, and I want to talk to you about. I want to talk about those things privately. I was hoping you wouldn't be drunk when you called him, but we love you anyway, and you will always be a part of this show. And
hang up on me.
Sure, you're a legend. I looked up to you my whole life. You're what made me want to be a YouTuber.
Wait, hold on. Bachelor stuff. I mean, all right, dude. You're a famous person, Ethan. You're doing something right. You know what I mean? I don't know where all this Bachelor shit came. I used to hide behind dumpsters from chicks. My body count was 120 in 1990.
All right.
See, this is the guy that's leaving the comments on Reddit. He's the one. He's single-handedly the hater.
Shu has a lot of sock puppet accounts. We know that.
Who's that blonde, though? Are they together? Is this the end of your
that's the show. That's what the show is.
Shu.
Yeah, she won.
Check you later.
Take care, all right?
Bye-bye.
Be good. Wow. Okay.
Maserem.
I
Who's
guess
that blonde
maybe
over
that's
there?
why we stopped having him call in.
He goes, what the...
I remember now, though. It's true. He was calling in. He kept calling in drunk. He was sober for a long time, and it was great. But then he started drinking again, and I didn't want to enable him. So, well, that's Shoenice, everybody. But it sounds like he's got a nice gig set up with Keemstar, who definitely has his best interest at heart. What did you just remember?
I can't.
You better tell it right now, girl. I'm going to flip this fucking table. I'm going to smash this set. I'm going to tear these curtains down.
It's your information, and you don't want it. I get it. I'm respecting it, but I'm just,
yeah. Don't go there.
I was so pissed when he didn't. I was like, are you kidding me? I think you said that to me to trigger me because now I want to talk about it.
What about the mystery text? Because I mentioned it on the last show. I was like, I got these crazy texts. No.
But
I got these
crazy stuff about me.
I know.
Can I say what the text said without saying his name?
Hold on. Let me just preface this. I said, I got these crazy texts from somebody. So unexpected. Like, I have never received texts like this before. It was like, fuck you. You're a douchebag.
Oh, now you really can't say who it was. Can I? But then, can I just say my part of it? And I won't say his name.
Everybody voted unanimously. Do not say the name.
That's bullshit. If someone came at me like that, are you kidding me?
That's what I thought.
Are you kidding me? You can't. That's worse. You're saying it privately. Like, okay, if you say it out loud, you want like beef clout, whatever. But you're saying this to me privately. Are you fucking kidding me?
I feel like it was so unwarranted. I don't know why.
It was so and the stuff about me in it. I was just like, like who are you?
That was uncalled for.
Can I just say my little part? Okay. No, he said, or this person said. He was like, oh, sorry I don't watch your show, a.k.a. the Trisha Paytas Image Rehabilitation Show. I'm like, okay, bitter. Like, I'm sorry the whole internet's not just shitting on me all the time. Like, you were so bitter. First of all, obviously you watch it if you know my image has been rehabilitated. Thank you very much. But second of all, I was just like, what? Why is he so aggressive about it? He was so aggressive about it. I mean, aggressive really towards you, the other stuff.
Oh my God, he was so... And apparently he was mad. Okay, I give out too much information, then you guys will figure it out.
One day I'm just gonna explode.
Well, I shouldn't have sent
Follow
it to you.
my TikTok. Maybe I'll say it one
time. You gonna clickbait your own shit now to give away my tea? It's not even your tea to spill.
I did it on the second channel, the one you don't know how to find, so you'll never see it.
Do a fucking all crazy ass thumbnail, but like. But he was mad because you called him fat. Apparently, remember he said that.
And can I just say I apologize? I was, you know what? I get it.
Completely gives it away.
Oh.
It does?
No.
You just gave it away 100%.
Can I apologize for saying he's fat?
I feel like it's funny just to leave that one clue.
That's it. That's one clue.
You just told people who it was 100%.
Can I apologize then on that note? Can I just apologize to him because I feel like I should? To the person we're not naming?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, because I think this is sincere.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I am not saying it, Dan.
Okay. Okay, but seriously, don't cut this out because I want to say, like, I do, like, that obviously, like, you know how we call each other fat and it's fine. Like, when you call each other fat and you're friends and you're cool, like, that's our thing. But I think, like, I start thinking that way, like, oh, you can just call people fat because it doesn't mean anything to me. Truly, it doesn't mean anything to me. Fat is fat, whatever. So I do apologize.
Like, love is love.
It clearly triggered him. And you know what? I haven't seen you in years. You're probably not as fat as I remembered.
That's okay.
Is that bad or no?
Well, I don't know that it's necessarily good.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings and triggered you. Like, I don't want to trigger anyone.
Philip DeFranco covered it.
I'll forgive PewDiePie, but not the other person that we didn't talk about last episode, which I almost spilled beans on, but I won't.
Oh.
I won't.
We're
Maybe
bringing that up again?
No.
That part, he's been through enough.
Why did that get so much drama? It was like all over.
Well, because I went. I don't know if you saw, but in the previous episode without you on After Dark, I was talking about it a lot with the crew. And so I think people got charged up trying to guess who it was. And then we talked about it. And so everybody was just like, who is this person?
Did you hear from that person?
No.
Would you tell me? You think I just have a lot?
No, I would tell you.
Oh, you would?
Yeah. I didn't hear from him. He told me last time we spoke, have a nice life. So.
Well, that's nice of him at least.
Have a nice life. I was like,
tovu blah.
He could have said, have a bad life.
Right.
So he wished me a good life. I wish him a good life too.
I do too. And for the record, I really didn't fat shame him. I said he has angles. That was the whole. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Everybody knows who it is.
Okay, but people were saying I fat shamed him. I literally said.
I watched the clip back. We didn't. You were kind of a dick to him. But I wasn't. I feel like I was defending him.
Did you see on the podcast he called us the 2 worst humans ever?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I was like, bro, and that was before he confronted me. So I was like, wow, you really didn't think highly of me for a long time, Mr.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't want.
He's not Jewish.
I will say people went and were harassing him, which is fucked up.
He's Catholic. Don't harass anyone.
Like that. He's a good guy. We just please. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
If you
can't call him a good person the way he texted you. I don't want to call him a good person.
Well, if you compare it
you
to
don't need to harass him. You don't
listen. If you put it in the realm of like he's upset and that's fine. He's going through stuff. If you put it in the realm of like James Charles, who's out there predatoring on 16-year-old kids, like he's a great guy. He's not doing anything.
Is that the standard we have though? Is like, well, he's not a predator.
Listen, we had a bout. It's not like he's a like Trisha. How many people have you beat with?
The worst human. Bye.
Okay, fine, whatever. Well,
at least I don't do angles anymore. Look at me. I look like a fat bitch on this show every week.
Ethan Klein, can you stop talking about my fucking weight on your podcast? Well, I personally use people saying negative things about my weight or my looks as further motivation when I'm working out, to the point that I even do like David Goggins-esque bullshit, like taking the audio of them calling me fat or whatever language they use and mixing it with pump-up songs for my workouts. There are also tons of people that deal with weight issues and eating disorders, which, by the way, it's well documented that I've talked about myself having an eating disorder that I've had to really fight to overcome over the years. So when you say on your podcast to hundreds of thousands and if not millions of people that I am permanently doughy, that I am a ham sandwich, it's fucked, and I think it can have a genuinely negative impact on other people.
I should say so much of how awful all these people are. If like Keemstar is coming around and like Philip DeFranco and all these people, I was like, oh, okay, they're like.
Philip DeFranco usually has the right take on things.
Yeah, he's really upset now. He's really angry.
Yeah, let's not. Philip usually has a good informed thing.
Should I apologize to him or no? We're done.
For what?
For calling him fat. I feel bad.
All right, go ahead. Make your apology.
I do feel bad. Philip, I held animosity towards you because of interactions with your wife in 2014 who called me a whore. I held that against you. I'm changed. I'm better. I'm not miserable and depressed anymore. You're not fat. If anything, you're skinnier than me. So I am a big fat cow and you're a skinny legend. And I'm very, very sorry. And I'm glad that you are covering David more.
You're cool with Keemstar?
Right? Can't we be cool? We don't want enemies.
Okay, fine. We don't want enemies. Now's not the time to make enemies.
Frenemies.
No, I don't want to say just not enemies.
I'll be frenemies with Philip, not enemies with Keem.
Okay, nothing with Keem.
He doesn't.
But you're way crazier than me.
That's so not true.
No, but you're way crazier than me.
That's not true.
Bro, that's objectively true.
You hide it more, just like Mikey, who hides shit.
Oh, really?
It all gets brought to the surface.
I don't hide anything. I literally don't. You literally just said how honest I am, and you respect that about me.
But you hide the crazy, is what I'm saying. Yeah, you share a lot.
I don't hide.
You do hide the crazy.
I'm all out there with no fucking eyebrows and everything.
You were into pills. You never talk about that you were a pill addict for a minute.
What?
Yeah, you said that. You said you were really into pills, and you don't talk about that.
Why do I need to talk about that?
Because that's being open. That you're judging me for being crazy, taking pills or whatever. Like I take pills or whatever. But you've done it too, and you're just not open about it.
I don't think that is a defining characteristic of who I am.
I think that is a big thing. That makes sense.
He was saying how Hila doesn't like her.
Hila says, don't talk about me on the podcast. All I said was you should have the guest. He's like, we can't mention Hila. She doesn't want me to talk about, she's too good for a fucking podcast. Even though we were talked about, they never once consulted me at the beginning of spring. She has a fucking podcast. I brought life to the fucking H3 channel, but Hila's too fucking good to even mention her name. I said nothing bad. I said like, we should have her as a guest or whatever. Like that. Don't even mention Hila. She doesn't want to be talked about. Fucking.
Okay.
I literally don't care. Literally, I don't want to come back because I really fucking hate her.
So she always making comments about the family and how
I wasn't. That wasn't it. I said, oh, Hila should be a guest on the podcast. And you're like, don't fucking mention Hila. She's the one we talked about. Oh, a fucking queen. You guys can talk about my shit all the time, but her, don't fucking mention her name. Dumb fucking bitch.
Okay.
I think we should just end it, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too.
She's such a fucking bitch.
She's not.
And you are too. And you're a fucking cuck. You have no fucking backbone.
All right, you should leave. We'll talk later. Yeah, you should get out.
I am going, but we're not talking later. Fucking.
Well, everybody.
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
All right, I'm going to get into something now. Nobody try to stop me.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
I need to do this. I need to make a point here. Moses, if you're watching this, and I know you are, listen to me very clearly, you f***ing loser. You're a grown man, cries and bitch and pisses to his mom every time I mention your name. Stop. I don't care. I will never stop talking about you. You can bitch and cry and spit and moan every time to your mommy. Anytime, and it's not even when I'm like mean. It's like anytime I talk about him at all. And it's like, guess what? This is who I am. And I will never stop. I will talk about you whenever I want. Okay? So cry more, you loser. I will never stop. And guess what? I just don't care anymore. And we're on the same page. We're on the same page, me and Hila. Suck my dick. Send that to, I mean, really, generally, just, this is the only way I can think to like this, to stop him bothering his poor mom.
This should help.
He's always, well, like, I need to make a point that like, he will never succeed in what he's trying to do. He will only ever make it worse. And he keeps inserting his poor mom into the middle of conflict and like not giving her, it's all like one-sided because we don't go to her and complain about them to her because we're adults. Sure. We have lives. Like, dude, you have children to take care of. Just be a man, okay? Whatever that means. Being a man is, there's lots of ways to be a man. And be a woman. Be a woman. And I mean that in the sense of like being a man. Am I making myself clear?
I think so. It's crystal clear.
So yeah, in summary, hi Moses, suck my dick and shut the up. With peace and love. Thank you. That's all I have to say about that. I need to make a point. I've made my point. I will never be silenced. Do you understand? You know me. I will never be silenced. I just don't care. I mean, I care, but like, I'm not going to just not mention your name if it comes up and it's, relevant, especially if I'm not even being mean. When you do this, I do want to be mean.
You're doing a
good
job.
So I'm being mean.
Yeah.
What a loser. How old am I? 39? So he's like in his 50s. He's legit in his 50s. That's an old guy. He needs to grow up. Thank you. All right. Oh, he's 46. Okay. Close enough.
I'm 46.
No, he's a young man then. Last week, I went on a rant against Moses for being I asked him to suck my dick. I did do that. And that request still stands. It's a standing request.
All right. I'm going to talk about it. So, if you guys remember on the Howie episode, he asked us about it because he was like, I don't like seeing that this family is not talking to each other.
You want me to pull that stamp up so people can see? Or should we show what he sent first?
No, wait. So in that conversation, I feel like for the first time, I put it out there that I'm maybe willing to open that door and like see what could happen. Because for me, it's always been closed. It was like, I need this distance between us and I cannot entertain this relationship. And I was dealing with a lot of frustration over it over the time. It's really annoying. I don't like it, but Anyway, I was like, maybe I should think about it. And I was willing to put that out there to see what happens. And then what really hurt me to see then following after that is that what he chose to send to my mom was the clip of Ethan saying, what if your family member is an asshole? And how he said, that's fine. Then you say, you know what? I love this fucking asshole. Something like that. That's what he said, which, by the way, to me, actually seemed like a really good point. I I thought it made a difference for me because that's kind of an interesting way to look at it. Like, yes, let's all just say it. You're an asshole. Let's move on past that. But anyway, I thought it was a good point.
You love this asshole.
There you go. It's a spectrum of assholeness.
How wide of an asshole are we talking here?
Either way, he chose from that to just take this moment and send it to my mom, like, look at what they're doing, look how they're talking about me. And then my mom went into a whole breakdown, just like the endless cycle that he keeps doing with my family. And when Ethan saw that, then Ethan came on the show because it was the same day of the show, and he was upset. And then that led to the rant that you guys saw of Ethan. And so it's just been endless, and we're all so over it. And I feel like, I guess I can update you guys that some of you guys were worried that maybe we will reconcile and you'll see us reuniting. So don't worry, because it's clearly not going to happen. It's done. It's not going to happen. And I got my answer because I put it out there and I was waiting to see which way the wind will go. And it went in a very direct way to shutting it all off.
I'm curious how you feel about having such a massive audience and being viewed by so many. How the whole H3 situation affected you, only if you're down to discuss it. And do you have any goals that you're excited about? Sex work or much. This comes from Kinky Milky Myth. Okay, so I actually reached out to her before I answered this question because I wanted to get clarification as far as what exactly the controversy was. And I'll just kind of briefly discuss my experience on H3. It was really positive. I had a really great time on H3. They treated Ethan and the rest of the team have treated me incredibly kindly. Zach has been amazing. I kind of it wasn't my fault really, because nobody gave me any guidance on that show as far as what I should wear, what I shouldn't wear, what is allowed, what isn't allowed. They said, hey, come on our show, blah, blah, blah. So I was like really excited, but then I wore this shirt. And so like I had to flip it inside out. And that was kind of like my first kind of like slap on the wrist. But it wasn't like nobody gave me a warning about what I was and wasn't allowed to wear. So I just figured, I don't know YouTube. So like, I was like, I'm just going to roll with it and like get some self promo on it. So I wore my shirt. So, which ended up having to be flipped inside out. Big controversy there. Second time I went, I had my prolapse dildo sitting out, but the whole thing was like literally about doing a segment about my prolapse dildo. So like, I didn't think it was weird to have like all four sizes of sitting out, being like, it's people to see. It didn't seem weird to me. And then they asked me to put them away. And so I instantly did. I'm always super compliant and grateful for the chance to be on the show. And then what they didn't realize at the time, also because I don't fucking have YouTube or know the rules, my artwork all over my house is done by an artist named Nikki Charles. Nikki's amazing. He's a beautiful, beautiful guy, amazing artist. But he does a lot of dicks and a lot of blood bowls. And so when I moved into this house, I was like, my ex-boyfriend had it at our old house set up very much like pottery or pure one. I hated it. So I was like, if I have to work from home, I'm going to be surrounded by the things that I love. What do I love? This buttholes and color pink and comic book statues. So I surrounded myself with this stuff. And so I have these paintings all over my house. And H3 was not happy with the fact that I didn't like go to a different area or something, I guess. And then they had to like recut the segment so as to not show any of the dicks that were on the wall in those in that segment. And so I was supposed to do a third segment with them about when that like right-wing dude posted my porn on his credits on his show, like some right-wing talk show, and accidentally played Hunger at that videos at the end, which I thought was hilarious. The thing is that H3, I think what we discussed was that she wanted to know how I felt about H3 essentially monetizing my content and like using me as the butt of a joke. And to be honest, I never really felt disrespected or like the people at H3 had any malintention with me. And the thing is that I laugh about myself all the time. I don't take myself seriously. What I do, it's fucking weird and it's fucking funny. it's also kind of hot. So the fact that I can prolapse my asshole, turn myself inside out, and then mash it together with another butthole, it's kind of like, what did I expect when I put that video on the internet? What do you think I expected? I wanted it to go viral. I wanted it to become fucking what it is today. So the fact that H3 helped me do that, amazing. And the fact that they played it for an auditorium full of people the other day, amazing. Because I wonder if at least one or two of those people ended up subscribing to my site or at least checking out my Twitter afterwards. Because that's all I do. So yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about it. I loved them. I thought they were amazing and they treated me super well. We were supposed to do a thing at BizFest, but that sort of fell apart due to the guys at BizFest not wanting them to make BizFest into a joke, which I don't think that they would have done much. So I love Zach. I love Ethan. I love everybody on that show. They've been incredibly kind to me, like I said, and I'd love to go back. I just
Hunger's injured, but I'm going to wait for him to call in. There's a tragic update. I want to plug his fundraiser. I'll do it quickly.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how quickly that's going to be happening, or even if it is.
Again, with this thing, injured people can talk. His colon is injured. Well, he's the opposite side.
With this thing.
Again with this thing.
He had a colon.
This is a little bit more serious than what happened to Zach. Not to take anything away from Zach.
Whoa. Of course he's going to call in. I mean, what are you talking about, man?
I mean,
especially considering we're promoting his...
Well, you have it here and we're talking about it, so,
Anywho, I'm going to talk more about this because it sounds interesting, but and tragic. On Thursday, March 21st, that was 3 mere days ago, I was rushed to the emergency room after perforating my colon. The rupture happened at 20% of the colon and made up connective tissue and fat.
Oh my God.
I didn't go septic because no stool had leaked into my system. It was luck, plain and simple. I got to know, did it happen during a scene?
No, he was cleaning. No, it was before.
He was douching, it seems.
It was a douchebag.
That happened just during a regular douche?
Yeah, douche cleaning accident.
So it does turn out then, this is kind of good information for the public to know, is that, you got to be careful up there.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, and unfortunately, it seemed, because when we spoke to Hunger, it seemed like he was very careful and took all the precautions he could, and it just goes to show what a dangerous line of work it really is. Even with all those precautions, he sacrificed his body for his art. Right.
Man, I don't know if he's ever gonna prolapse again.
Don't say that.
No.
I don't want to speculate.
No, don't speak
It feels
that
wrong
way.
to speculate about that.
Maybe there'll be a limit, only... Because people were going elbow deep on him.
That's the thing is he's kind of the GOAT of that world. And this is like tearing an ACL or something. This is
right.
Like a career-threatening injury.
I think he's still going to be able to prolapse, maybe even further out at this point. But whoa!
Yeah, he'll pop out and show him.
Penetrative action might rip it again. I'd be scared of.
Well, let's not. Yeah, we're not taking that risk.
No, but I think he still will be a visual prolapser.
I think you could go to maybe the wrist.
Yeah.
Maybe the forearm, but we cannot do past the elbow anymore.
No elbows anymore after this accident. Yeah.
Oh, man.
We got to make sure he's recovered though, because Fist Fest will not be the same without him.
No.
Oh God, no.
No, it really wouldn't.
And why are we the ones raising money? Where's this Fist Fest community?
Well, they have been, as a matter of fact, because earlier, Love was checking out and he was looking at some of the donation names, and they were very clearly some of his fellow performers.
How can you tell?
Well,
he looked them up. And
I did search, just because I was curious who was donating before our fans came, and the first ones were a lot of fist enjoyers. But there was also some government officials.
Okay, hold on. They said that earlier. I don't know if that's true. He just Googled one of the names, and the first thing that popped up was some representative or something.
Yeah.
But it was a fairly common name, so it's probably not the same
I choose to believe.
Shout out to Representative John Smith.
I don't know.
Anywho.
Oh, wow. Someone donated $2,000 there. Wow, that's...
Someone just donated $10K?
$2,000.
Oh, 2,000, man.
Michael Mickey.
So that might be a
That's a big one. So anyway, we'll put the links in the description. I'm definitely going to donate, but as well.
Okay.
But I want to. It's not dependent on if he calls in. I just think he'll be wanting to talk about what happened.
Yeah, I think so, but I mean, this seems to be a recent event.
I'm not asking his asshole to answer the phone, Dan.
I'm just saying, it's a little more serious than a sprained ankle. He's probably under some heavy painkiller drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
He might not be capable of calling.
We're all going to donate, by the way, not just Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
It's all of
we're
us
all going to
in
donate.
one.
You're also going to donate from your own bank account?
From the company card.
Account?
Yeah, from the company card.
Oh,
actually.
you mean you're going to?
Yeah, we're going to donate.
Take credit for my money.
Yeah, we will donate.
I thought it would be admirable if you guys actually donated from your money.
Well, what's cool is I have this card here, and it has my name on it, and then the name of our company right below it.
Yeah, that's the company that I...
Well, it's my card, though. It has my name on it. So
that's a good point.
That's the one I'll be doing.
That one will be just from Dan, actually.
Yeah. Not you. And Dan, when you got your first trainer credit card that was under your parents' card...
Oh, I never had one of those. I don't know anything about what you're talking about. I didn't.
Yeah, was that your card? Yeah, right.
I never had that.
Someone's about to get fucking grounded.
I have no sense of what you're talking about right now. I don't have any fucking idea.
Don't act like bougie. I see you sitting there with sleeves on. Don't act trying to act bougie.
I have 2 sleeves on, as a matter of fact.
Anyway, Hunger, we love you. We support you, and hopefully we can get a call in and get more details.
Hunger FF GoFundMe. Okay, I just added it to the description of the episode.
I told you, I text you everything because I knew it was bothering you.
Of course it's bothering me.
Yeah.
Did it happen?
No, he filmed for me, and we have different content creators, and he got mad when we let him go. In fact, we had a problem with him in a diner. In fact, one of the guys that's with me was there when it happened, Jarrell.
Right, listen, I'm going to give you an option right now. Before I say what it is you're accused of, you can leave, and I won't mention it.
I didn't come to start drama and trouble. I came because I'm here. I like you guys.
It doesn't matter what you came here for. Jimmy, you were not invited to come here. You stormed in. You know that we're mad at you. Are you that crazy? Or what do you think?
Well, Dan, I know all that. And I wanted to come down. And I know I'm FOMO'd out. And I wanted to come down. So I
understand you wanted to come down.
Let me finish. If you guys, I said to Olivia, I could tell when I came in, I kind of wasn't welcome. If you guys want...
You literally weren't.
Correct.
You literally were not
No, hold it. Let me finish.
And take those glasses off. This is not Jimmy Lee anymore.
We're talking... Let's talk to James Weiner for a second.
I can tell there's hostility, and from what I'm gathering here, I should probably go.
Well, hold on. You were peeing. Also, you were peeing. You didn't lock the door. Love walked in on you peeing.
No, I closed the door.
No,
it was definitely open, brother.
Dan, I'll say this because, I stormed the Bastille, and if you guys are that uncomfortable,
listen,
I'll go.
It's up to me.
It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I get down here. I get wound up. I don't think before I do stuff, and it is what it is. So I didn't come down here to get drama with Mason and create problems. Mason don't work for us no more. I came down to see you guys say hi.
The Jomo Show guys here. I mean, I like
the Jomo Show guys. Yeah. The reason, Ethan, that the other guy don't work for me. He does all my content now. Jarrell.
I'd like to talk to Jarrell.
He's right here. And he'll tell you the truth. He'll tell you the truth about that other guy. He was there when we had to fight with him. I'm not lying to you. Jarrell will tell you.
I'll ask Jarrell, but here's what I'm going to say.
What?
First of all, it's up to me, okay? And I'm telling you, you can stay, but I'm gonna have to be.
But I don't want to stay and drag dirty laundry and I came to see you guys have fun. We have a big thing at Pink's tomorrow, and
it's not an option.
Jimmy,
what?
You're an adult.
I'm an adult, but I didn't do. But Ethan, Hill, I didn't do nothing wrong. I let a content creator go that doesn't match what we do.
Do you think that if you come here unannounced, we're not gonna bring up the stuff that we want to bring up?
I probably would say to that, no, you're going to bring up what you want to bring up.
Of course.
All right, so let's do it.
So we're going to bring it up.
So Mason, who is a mutual of ours, he was your meme editor. We've knew him because he was always posting crazy memes on your story.
So that's the reason we're trying to be more serious with content and get somewhere, and we don't want to do memes and be
so that's your
low-cal, and we have a whole different team, Hill.
That's your story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the deal.
He reached out to us and said, I have something I need to tell you about Jimmy. Fuck that guy. I hate him. He's the worst.
That's because we stopped paying him.
Well, let me tell you what he told us.
Tell me what he said.
He told us that you were on a shoot with his girlfriend and you slapped her ass.
So they came to LA one day when we did a comedy shoot and we did an event at the Sky Bar, and they helped me filming it a little bit, and I did not hit her or do anything. They were helping me film. No,
I don't. You touch her ass?
No.
Did you make any sexual comments about her?
No, it's his girlfriend, and he's my filmer. Yeah. And they came for a half-day shoot, Ethan.
Mason wasn't there, so this is all according to his girlfriend.
And the girlfriend...
So his girlfriend's lying?
Let me explain. The girlfriend and him came to the Sky Bar. It was 1 hour for a posh event. And Saturday they came. We had a shoot, Hilla. It was like 10 to 8 at night, and they came at like 12 or 1 in the afternoon and left at 5. Okay? So how long were they with me? They were with me about an hour at the posh nightclub, where it's a fashion show where I know some of the people. They're like B actors. And then they were with me on set. They came late and left early when I did my big shoot. Okay? Now, I have 2 security guards. I have 4 cameras going. And they were back-end people filming because they do social media. I don't really have time to flirt with a girl and touch them and do anything. I'm doing
comedy. How long does it take to pat someone's ass?
But that wasn't what I was doing. I'm not there for that.
So she's lying.
I didn't touch the girl.
So she's lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you say it's absurd that you would ever do something like that? That you would feel up on a girl and be inappropriate?
Hug people and love them. And I create a lot of FOMO and have entourages that travel with me.
So there's another scenario in the recent live show that we had in the back room.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this is what I was about to bring up.
Wait, did I know about this?
Yeah.
I don't even know what
one
you guys
of
are
our
talking
production
about.
assistant was hanging in the back room, and you kept like saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and like kind of like
whispering stuff, putting your arms around her, touching her.
I didn't know about that.
Me?
Yes, you.
Who was the girl?
I'm not going to say who it is out loud.
I don't even remember.
I
know her. She's very trustworthy.
She's very trustworthy, and you know who was there and witnessed it is my girlfriend who watched
was
it.
There, so we have.
So Dan, you know my problem is I love people and I'm friendly and I hug guys and girls when I do
are you a kid or
touring stuff and.
Am I
I'm
talking
not hitting
to a 5-year-old or a grown-up? I'm talking to a married man, right?
You're talking to
and I'm married and I'm loyal to my wife.
You think your wife would be happy to hear that?
Facts. This is
oh my God, you guys!
I shouldn't have come on.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
why did you show up?
Well, hold on, Jimmy.
I shouldn't have come on.
Yeah.
I made a mistake, Dan. You were right. I'm going to apologize to you guys that came on because you know what? I came on.
Do you want to hold on? Let's clear it up. Let's clear it up. What did Ali tell you, Dan? Because this is kind of I didn't internalize this.
I really am because I didn't come for this.
No, I know you didn't come for this.
I didn't come for this. Poor you.
Well, hold on. No,
I'm sure the women didn't come for that
Jimmy,
either.
You're here. Jimmy, here, sit. Dan, what did Ali say? What happened?
Said exactly what Hila just said. Is that in the back room you were hanging out, and this person who is a key part of the production, the live production, and who is very trustworthy.
We all know and trust.
Yes, that you were whispering sweet nothings to her, telling her she was the most beautiful girl you'd ever seen. Unbelievable. I can't believe how hot and how good it is to see her again. Because you had seen her at the previous one because she does all the live shows.
Sometimes?
Okay. That is beyond friendly, buddy. That's not friendly.
Hold on. Do you talk?
Guys, I'll leave you on this note. I'm going to go.
Do you usually say that to women?
I am overtly friendly to people. I hug guys. I don't.
You call dudes sexy when you
hit on girls. I'm married.
You're a liar. You're lying. Okay. You're straight up lying, dude. You are a liar.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. This is why I didn't want. I was protecting. I was protecting
right.
you.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I was right. Fucking asshole.
I didn't want you to come for this reason, and I warned you. I said, listen, you can leave.
Good luck with your wife.
Hold on. Can I talk to Jor-El?